Hello, I'm Brian Beaulieu, CEO, Chief Economist of ITR Economics, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Trends Talk. I want to talk about the October employment numbers. They came in very strong, as a matter of fact. The media uses one set of numbers. They like using the seasonally adjusted data, which is fine. That's conventional. But it also distorts what's going on in the data. We like to use the unadjusted data, private sector workforce, and that number was very strong over October. The media was saying, that after 2 months of slumping, the number came back strong in October. I don't know what they're talking about, folks. The slumping, it's because we couldn't find enough people over the course of August and September. They didn't want to work, apparently, or they weren't in the right markets or with the right skill sets. It's nobody that I know of was saying, look, I don't want to hire anybody in August and September. That's just not reality. It wasn't a slumping jobs market. It was a slumping supply market is what it looked like from our perspective. In October, using not seasonally adjusted numbers, the economy added 1,292,000 jobs from September, as apparently people stepped forward and we found people that we wanted to hire. That's incredible. It is a great increase from the prior month, but there was no slumping in August or September. When we look at the month-to-month change and what was going on, it was normal seasonal variations going on at that particular time. There was no slump. And when we look at the year-over-year numbers when it comes to employment, they're running at a 4.5% clip year-over-year. Now, yeah, that is down from earlier when we were comparing to the pits of the COVID recession, but at 4.5%, this is amazingly strong growth. I just look, you got to go back into the 1970s to find sustainable job growth like we've been going through just over the last 3 months when we've gotten past the strange comparisons to COVID. This is a very robust jobs market. There is no slump. And you and I are going to have an ongoing difficult time finding the right people to work for us. And maybe that means we need to emphasize the right people in a different way than we used to. Right mindset, right attitude, right work ethic. You define what is right. It's easier to train somebody with skills than it is to train them to have the right attitude and to show up every day. This is a strong jobs market. It is very encouraging vis-a-vis seeing disposable personal income continue to do well, enough anyways, for retail sales to grow, our economy to grow. We're still looking at it slowing in the rate of growth, but that doesn't mean we're going to see much in the way of a slowing in employment because the need is high and people are going to have a good time finding their right employer, their right future employer. And you and I are going to have to be relentless in our quest for the right employees. The numbers were good in October. There was no slump, and there isn't going to be a slump. We need to keep on looking for the right people to manage the growth that we see for 22, 23, and 24. That isn't changing. Let's bring on another 1.29 million individuals. We need them. This is Brian Beaulieu for ITR Economics. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Trends Talk.